Hello everybody, I'm Huyền. I'm writer of Effortless English. Welcome to mini story for Kaizen way. Okay, you are always smile and happy. Okay, let's get started.
Jan was a very rude woman. She was always rude to everybody.
Of course, yes.
She was always very harsh to everybody. How was Jan?
Oh yes, Jan was a very rude and harsh woman.
Jan was rude. Jan was rude and harsh to everyone. Who was very harsh and rude to everyone?
Yes, Jan. Jan was very rude and harsh to everyone, to everybody,
was
to her
very
friends,
harsh
to
and
her
was very
family.
rude to everyone. Was Jan gentle?
No. Not gentle, not kind. Jan
No,
was very rude
She
and
was
harsh.
not gentle and kind. She was harsh. She was rude.
Rude.
Was she rude and harsh to some people?
No, not some people.
Not to some people.
Everybody, yeah.
To
She
everyone.
was always
She was
rude
rude
and
and
harsh
harsh
to everybody.
to everyone. People didn't like Jan.
Yeah, it's like Jan.
Nobody liked Jan. Why not?
Because Jan was very rude and harsh woman. She
Well,
was always rude
because
and
she
harsh
was
to
rude
everybody.
and harsh to everyone.
Tell you.
Jan always said rude comments to her friends.
Yes,
She always said
always.
harsh,
Sweet.
rude singers. Singer?
Yes.
What's a zinger?
Yes.
A zinger is something that's surprising or shocking.
Yes.
So a zinger of a comment means a surprise comment.
Comment.
Jan always said rude singers.
Singers.
She always gave rude singers to her friends. It means rude, surprising comments. So a rude zinger would be a rude, surprising comment. Were her zingers rude or funny?
No, not funny. Zinger very, very rude
Her
and harsh.
zingers
She was
were
always
rude.
said
Surprising
singer
comments
and
were
harsh singer to
always
her
rude.
friends.
Were her zingers kind?
Oh, not kind, not
No,
gentle,
not
not
kind.
sweet. A
Her
zinger very, very
zingers,
rude and
her
harsh.
surprising comments were always harsh
Always harsh
and rude.
and rude.
Who always gave harsh singers to
Oh,
her
of course,
friends?
yes. Jen
Who
always
always said
rude
harsh
and harsh
singers
singer to her
to
friend.
her friends.
She always gave rude and harsh singer to her friend all the time.
Jan always gave, Jan always said harsh singers to her friends. What kind of singers?
Oh yes,
Harsh
rude
singers.
and harsh singer, rude singer, and
singers.
harsh singers.
Who gave harsh, rude singers?
Jan gave rude and harsh
Jan
singers.
always said
She
harsh,
always said
rude
rude and
singers.
harsh singers.
Shocking, surprising, rude comments all the time.
All the time.
How often?
All the time she gave
All the time.
rude and harsh
All the
comments.
time she
Rude
gave
and harsh
rude
singers to her
singers
friends.
to her friends and everyone else.
Yes, and everyone else.
Were her friends happy?
No, not happy. Her friends
No,
were
they
unhappy. Her friend was sad and boring, and so they cried and cried.
Jan is so hard. Every day, Jan's friends cried and cried.
Cried.
Well, one day,
One day,
Jan decided to change.
she decided
She decided, I'm going to be a good person.
I'm going to be
kind
and
and
gentle
gentle
and
and
sweet.
sweet.
So
She summoned all her friends to her house. What did she do?
Oh yes, she summoned all her friends
She
to her
summoned
house.
her
All her
friends
friends
to
to
her house. Did she call her friends to her house?
Yes, she called her
Yes,
friends
she
to
did.
her
She
house.
called
Yes.
them to her house. She
Call.
said,
She called
come
her friends
to
to her
my
house.
house, please.
Come to my house, please.
She said, please, because she's trying to be nice. So she summoned her friends.
Her friend.
Who did she summon?
Oh yes, her friends. All her friends.
Her friends.
Everybody.
Jan
She summoned
summoned
all her friends.
Her
Summoned
friends. She called her
everybody.
friends. Come to my house. Come to my house.
Yeah, come
She
to my
summoned
house.
them. Who summoned all her friends?
Yes, of
To
course.
her house.
Jan summoned all her friends to her house.
Jan.
Come to my house,
Jan
please.
summoned all her friends to her house. Which friends did she summon?
Yes, every friend.
All
All
of
of her friends.
She summoned
Everyone.
every
Summoned
friend.
everyone to
All
her
of
house.
them. Jan summoned all of her friends to her house. Where did she summon them to?
To her house. Yes, of course. She called her
Her
friends.
house.
She called
She
everybody
summoned
to her
them
house.
To her house. They all came to her
They
house.
came to her house and they
sat
sat in the living room.
In the living room.
And
And then
coughed up.
Jan coughed up
Yes,
a compliment to each one.
yes.
Jan said something nice to each one.
Yes.
It was a little difficult for Jan because
It's
usually
because
past she was always so harsh and rude. So she had to cough it up.
yes.
She had to force the compliment out. It wasn't easy in the beginning. So she kind of You're a very nice person.
You,
You're really intelligent.
right?
She kind of coughed out the compliments. She forced them out of her body, forced them out of her mouth. Did the compliments come out easily?
No, she had to first come out. She had to cough it up. Yeah.
Oh, no, they didn't. They didn't come out easily. She had to force them out. She had to cough them up.
Yes.
What did Jan cough up?
Compliment. Yes, of course, compliment. She had to first the compliment.
Compliments. Compliment is a nice statement.
Oh,
Something you say that's nice to someone. She had to cough up compliments. Who had to cough up compliments?
yes, of course, yes. She had to cough up compliment.
Jan.
She had
Jan
to cough up
coughed
compliment.
up compliments to her friends.
Yeah, to her friends, to everybody.
Who did she cough up the compliments to?
Oh, to her friend, to her everybody.
To her friends. She coughed up
She
compliments
coughed up the compliment to her friend.
to her friends or for her friends. What did she do?
Oh, she coughed up the compliment to
She
her friend.
coughed up compliments to her friends. How did she say them?
Oh, she coughed up. She forced them
She
out.
coughed them up. She forced them out.
Yeah.
Wasn't easy, but she did. She said, I'm very sorry. I will never be harsh to you again. Was she going to be harsh to her friends again?
No, no, no. She didn't not going to be harsh
No,
to her friend
she
again.
said, "I will
She
never be harsh
she will
to you
never be
again."
harsh to you again. She said,
How
I will
was
never
she
be harsh
going
to you
to
again.
be?
Oh, she going to be a good
She was
person.
going to be
She's going to be
gentle and
kind
kind.
and gentle and
She is going
sweet.
to be gentle and kind to all her friends.
Yes.
She
all
was
the
not going to be harsh ever again. And so,
time.
over the course of 2 years, Jan became nicer and nicer and nicer. She was super kind. She was super friendly. She gave compliments to everybody. Over the course of how many years
Yes.
did she do this?
Over a course of 2 years, Jen
Over
gave
the course
compliments
of
to
2
everybody.
years.
Of 2 years.
For 2 years.
2
During 2 years.
Yes.
For
During
2
2
years.
years. Of course, 2
Over the
years.
course of 2 years. Who was nice and kind over the course of 2 years?
Yes, of course, Jen. Over a course of 2 years, Jen became nicer
Jan
and
was
nicer and nicer.
always
She was very, very
nice
kind,
and friendly
friendly.
over the course of 2
years.
years. For how long?
2 years. Of course, 2
For
years.
2
After
years.
2 years.
Over the course of 2 years.
Jan became nicer and nicer and
Over
nicer.
the course of 2 years, what did Jan do?
Yeah, she gave compliments to everybody.
Jan became very
Very
kind.
kind.
Jan gave
became
compliments
Very, very
every
friendly.
day, all the time, over the course of 2 years. Who always gave compliments over the course of 2 years, every
Oh.
day?
Yes, over the course of 2
Jan
years,
always
gave
gave
compliments
compliments
to
every
everybody,
day, to
every
everybody,
day.
over the course of 2 years. Now,
Now,
of course, everybody loved Jan. After 2 years, they loved her. They gave her kisses. They gave her money. They gave her love and friendship. Everybody in the world loved Jan. And Jan, of course, felt very fulfilled, very happy, very satisfied. After 2 years, how did Jan feel?
oh, after 2 years,
She felt
Jan
fulfilled.
very fulfilled, very
She felt
happy.
satisfied and very, very happy.
Yes,
Why did she feel fulfilled after
Oh.
2 years?
because after 2 years, everybody loved Jan.
Oh,
They
because
loved
now
her. They gave her kisses and
everybody
they
loved
gave
her.
her money. They gave her
After 2 years,
dresses.
everybody loved Jan. So she felt fulfilled. How did she feel? Fulfilled. She felt fulfilled.
Oh, she
felt
felt
satisfied and
very
happy.
happy and satisfied.
Who felt fulfilled?
Jan, of course, after 2 years,
Jan.
Jan felt
Jan felt
happy.
fulfilled. She felt loved. She felt appreciated. She felt fulfilled.
Yes.
And that is the end of our mini story for
Okay,
the
that's it.
Kaizen
Thank
way.
you for listening.
Hope you